Hey creatives, welcome. I want to ask you a question. Do you think you're a creative person? Do you think you could be an artist? Well, I'm here to tell you today that everybody is creative. Everybody has a creative bone in their body. It just needs to be nurtured. Some people have never even tried it, and some people have maybe tried it, and maybe they tried to paint, a portrait or a painting of a dog or a landscape, and they weren't happy with the result. But I'm here to tell you today that you can be an artist. You can use art as therapy. You know how the whole coloring book craze? Adults are coloring. Why? Why would adults take time to color? It seems so juvenile, but it's not, because they're being creative, and it's a stress relief, and it keeps your mind off your problems and the stress of the day. And seriously, art is therapy. What I want to talk to you today about is intuitive painting. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I've started doing some intuitive painting, and I couldn't be happier. Let me just explain why I wanted to give that a shot. I have been a full-time artist since 1992 is when I started doing craft shows, and one thing led to another, and here I am today, a licensed artist, but that's another story. I have always painted for the market for all these years, especially once I started licensing. I want to keep my licensees happy. I want product to sell. So I was always trying to paint things that would be marketable. I always kept true to me as an artist and what I liked and what I was good at. But still, I always started with a sketch. I always knew pretty much what colors I was going to use and how it would end up looking. Some of you may be familiar with my art, some of you maybe not. Teddy bears. That was what took me to the dance. Teddy bears. I have painted a teddy bear calendar. The first one was in 1999. And so I've painted teddy bears all of these years. And I developed my own style of teddy bears, and it was really recognizable and very successful for me. And snowmen. I mean, I have painted a gazillion snowmen, Santas, to the point of nauseum. I mean, seriously, how many snowmen can you paint? And to make them look different and fresh every time. I wanted to branch out a little bit and try something different. I've been painting in watercolor, since 1992. So I started doing acrylic mixed media, and I did some Pennsylvania Dutch folk art look, which I love and adore. Not real licensable, but I painted it anyway because I loved it, and it was great in my home. I have a lot of those originals in my home. Then I started painting angels. I wanted to paint angels for I don't know how long, but at the time I had an agent, and she said, well, angels aren't licensable. But I wanted to paint angels, and even though I was advised not to, I did it anyway, because you know what? It made me happy. And as an artist, you have to love what you're doing in order for that creativity to come through and show through. So I started painting angels, and that took off for me because it shows in your work. When you're painting something that's fun and that you love, it shows in your work. Now, I still paint those things. I still love those things. There's still a demand for it in the marketplace. But I wanted to do something fresh. I wanted no boundaries. I wanted to just paint something that came intuitively, that just came from within, without a sketch, without a color scheme in mind, something that I could just be free with. So I'd heard of intuitive painting, and so I Googled it and checked it out, and I thought, wow, this would be exactly what I want to do. I just want to give it a shot. Well, I did one. You can see it here in the background, this floral one. I just started with a blank canvas, and I threw some color on there, and I kept layering color, and then I started painting these kind of abstract flowers, added color, and it was a blast. It was the most fun I've had painting in a really, really long time. So then I painted another one. Same thing. And so I just started painting. I just threw color down. I mean, when I first started this, it was not like this at all. It was dark. And I just did golds and rusts and reds and just started playing with color. And then I just started making these funky little flowers. And I am telling you, I had so much fun doing that. So I'm here to tell you today that whether you're an artist or you're not, you can do intuitive painting. I recommend everybody give it a shot. Go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann, get yourself some canvases. if you're just doing this for fun and just giving it a try, you don't want to necessarily buy like the cradled board and these kind of things that might be kind of expensive. Just to get started and have some fun, buy some less expensive canvases from Joann or something like that. Get yourself a nice variety of paints, and I will recommend though that you get decent brushes. Don't buy chintzy brushes because you'll be frustrated. Brushes are, to me, the most important because, I mean, yes, quality paints are great too, but you can still have a blast with inexpensive paints. So I recommend you get colors that you like, a big rainbow of colors, and just start painting. And don't have any image in mind when you start. Don't think about, is this gonna sell? Don't think about, is anybody gonna like it? Paint for yourself. Just paint for the love of painting. And I'm telling you, you will get lost in it. You will be blown away by how much time goes by as you're painting because you're so absorbed. You're living in the moment. You're not thinking about anything but what you're doing at that exact time, and you're having fun and experimenting. So until next time, take care. Bye.